Okay, real quick. Is there an age where you are just supposed to be old and give up juvenile hobbies and likes? Or is that rhetoric gone?
Give me an example.
Look around.
The video games.
You realize you're speaking to someone who has Mickey Mouse tattooed on her side, right?
But I'm just saying, but at the same time, that's why I wanted to have you here. This female opinion, outside of the Mickey Mouse thing, in general,
I don't think so, because I have to resort back to myself with it, but I'm a huge Disney fan. I have been my entire life. I'll have collectibles and things that have meant something to me throughout years that are Disney that I will never let go of. I will cherish, I will display, my kids will know about, and that's just it's a part of me that won't ever grow up, and that'll hold on to that. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's not unhealthy in any way, shape, or form to keep that sort of imagination alive as you get older. Keeps you a little young spirited and creative. It keeps you open. It keeps you relevant because you're going with the way the stories are changing and the way it's developing. So I don't think so at all.
Okay.
And it's developing for future generations and for our kids. So then it's something you can enjoy with our kids.
And it's well displayed.
Yeah.
Real quick. Let's say,
I'm just saying in general, the idea of having a hobby that carries over into, not specifically just you.
Okay. Let's say you don't know me. Based off of what you just said, try to have this frame in mind for me real quick. You are single. But you imagine you are now in the beginning stages of talking to Ben, your boyfriend now. You go you meet him for the second, third time or whatever, but the first time you come to his where he lives is this place. Would you look at him differently?
I mean, I'd just move in. I feel like sometimes I'm not the fair female perspective because I have this signed, so I have this photo regardless. I am a huge fan of a lot of things that you have.
The Rat Pack.
Yes.
The Rat Pack.
So I'm a huge fan of a lot of things that you have displayed in this apartment.
Yeah.
So
just for everybody watching this right now, I have way more than just these 2, 3 that are in the frame.
There's a whole other side of the apartment.
I was and I'm saying this from somebody who has to do design and decor and lay shit out. It's well displayed.
It really is.
Yeah, it's not it's just me.
These are nice collectible pieces. These are well put together.
But I'm being honest, and because I've posted when I put up my comic books and frames and shit. I have friends who are interior designers who hit me up and they were like, "That's a clever way to get pops of color." Right. I'm it's she goes, "How much did it cost to do that?" I told him, and it goes, "That's a dope DIY project." And my friend said, she goes, "If I ever have a son, I'd do some shit like that for him." She goes, "That would be a cool fucking room." And I'm like, it can be done in a way that it's still tasteful and organized.
Right.
Shelves are even, pictures are up there, everything's in frames. It's not like you take posters to the wall. No, I'm saying
in frames. Things are on shelves.
You have to. If a chick doesn't account for the level of execution you put into the details, then
I'm just using my place as an example. You can even use yours because you have similar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is if somebody can sit there and can't differentiate between I actually put up some shit on my wall and this is my art and my style, as opposed to my shit looks tacky.
I think because the reason I'm asking this also is because when people see this, a lot of them automatically associate 40-year-old version.
Oh yeah, and that's a joke that could be made.
So, and of course, not the case.
Yeah.
far from it.
40-year-old single. Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that the things that you have displayed have gone through so many different generations that
the only way
I don't really think there's a cap on it. You know what I mean?
If a chick moved in here with you, that's the only way I see this shit.
And that's what I was trying to think.
One more time, I'm sorry.
That's what I was gonna say.
I said the only way I see this shit would come down would be a compromise because you got a girl that's moving in with you.
And that could be compromised in moderation.
You want to do something more.
But what
neutral,
else would
so
you
get a
really?
house and then you can build your own room.
I'm trying.
Like, you'll be that dude that has a house and has your room laid up. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think like you would be like, I think as somebody would think it would be Juvenile if you had a serious relationship and it was blooming. You'd be able to put some of this shit away to make it doper,
Like
make it more dope.
my mom's house that I don't live in currently, like, but the one that, whatever, I told the story behind that.
Yeah.
That room is still my room.
Yeah.
Like, it has my shit, like my comic books are still in there, the expensive ones in there. Some old memorabilia, some other memorabilia is still sitting over there, like jerseys and stuff, you know, that are framed and whatnot. They're still sitting over in that house. Like, that's my room in the house and whatnot. This is very aggressive.
Love me, daddy. Like,
And so that's always just, that's what you just said is always just how it's going to be. But it's like this because this is
you.
comfortable. This
but
is me.
it's just you. Like why? If like that was the thing. Like, yo, when I went from living alone to living with my cousin shit, I was like, damn. Like, I literally walked through and looked at this place, and I'm like, I made this shit comfortable for me. Like, I always joked and said like, yo, my apartment was mad basic. And it was, in a sense. But you walk in and it's like, oh, this shit looks cool. And it's like, you know, the thought and effort that goes into it. Like, I've had places where somebody walked in and like, yo, like, I remember being like, when it was like you're younger, like post college and shit, and like you have a roommate and they tape shit on the walls and you're like, okay, get a frame, my nigga. Like,
but,
yeah, like,
no,
like,
yeah.
You know what? If you're not,
we're not in jail no more. We're not in jail no more.
We're not in college.
But
yeah.
to go even further with that is what I'm saying is, like, at the same time, I'm very immature, but at the same token, man, she is nice looking.
Electra Lopez.
Yeah, like.
Right.
Christ.
My bad. I was like,
There's gut
I'm
puncher.
over here falling in love and shit.
Jeez.
What was I saying?
You saying you're immature?
My immature self is still being judgmental because I'm the type of guy where it's like if I go into a girl's or a woman's crib or a place, you know, where she lives at, I'm judging stuff like the cleanliness.
No, that's normal.
You know what I'm saying? Where
That's
it's
normal.
like,
Those are things you judge people on.
what I'm saying, like, you know, mattress on the floor,
Yeah.
you know, TV on the floor, and
You know, unless your whole crib is on some minimal shit, I'd be like,
like my new
okay,
thing,
like yeah,
like my new thing now is the baseboards, like what they looking like.
Yep.
Oh, so all right. Oh, okay. So all right.
No,
I be looking at
my
I be
baseboards.
checking Spice
I
Racks.
love
Like I
clean
can't I like I'll scope your seasonings. Like what we doing here? Like let me peek your pantry. My
So it's like I'm an immature individual that is mature at certain aspects. I'm sorry, like
How did she not hurt herself?
She landed on her hand. She's acting like she landed on her throat. Acting. She act. It's like,
man, stop giving away the secrets.
Broke her esophagus. Jesus
bruh,
Christ.
sports entertainment. Oh,
Well, stop ruining the entertainment part.
nice Blue Thunder bomb. Nice.
Yeah, she tired.
She's just tired. She's not knocked out. No, she's just really sleepy right
Yeah,
now.
she tired. She real tired.
And Jada's
Wow.
got a new account to follow.
She's literally.
I ain't saying.
I'll tag you the shit, bro. Like,
It's a very strong face.
a lot of thigh meat. Now, all right.
She could.
That looked pretty real to me.
I'm trying to say this. I'm trying to say this in a positive way,
Take with it.
where it's like I could get away with some things.
Yeah. I felt like you looked at her and said, I do have a type. That shit is the only thing that I like. Like,
And when I say get away, like nothing illegal. I mean, like
what I'm allowed to get away with. The allowance of getting away. Like what I know what I can and can't do. I know what buttons to stay the fuck away from.
like
I'll never make you mad enough to leave me. It's like
She would be like, take the blue chew. You know? Like,
sick of your shit.
No.
exactly. You're saying no. She's like, no. Take it, daddy. Wear me the fuck out.
Oh.
I got sick days.
Okay, wow. No, that's hilarious because I saw a meme today that said grown women use PTO for dick appointments. And I was like, shit. It's like I've been a paid day off. Like
That's funny.
You know.
Good for them.
Look, a Wednesday, when are you off on a Wednesday? Shut up and come through.
And this dude be thinking like he's so, you know what?
No, I know what the fuck I am. I know that because you said, remember how we said that because
no.
So
stop that.
Because I'm still going
No.
and the date is still around the same time, mid to late November. But I said I'm waiting to see who starts coming out the woodworks. The woodworks have had some coming out of. So I'm like, you know, and I've been jokingly trying to keep it casual, but I'm really not trying to be like, you know, trying to go out with style. So I'm not trying to be F. Fitzgerald over here. Trying to keep it smooth.
So to go back, like when do you, as far as juvenile stuff, like when do you start giving up like I can't see myself not eating Fruity Pebbles no more.
You wouldn't do it all the time, but every once in a while.
But you know how this is what I'm saying about giving up juvenile ways. Like when do you stop like using your dryer as like the third dresser or second dresser? If you have like
never.
How many clothes you got? You got clothes in your dryer right now?
I got clothes on my desk.
Exactly. All right.
I'm getting to it when I get home.
Exactly.
Some of it's folded, some of it's just laid flat.
Okay.
I have clothes everywhere. I have 2 children, so
But you know what I'm
It's
talking.
whatever.
You know what I'm saying.
At
Where
this
it's,
point,
where
I'm
but-
outnumbered.
You know, I've kind of wondered that. I've wondered, like, you know, when is it like if I was dating and living with somebody, is it gonna come a point where me having a big like hitting a roach clip in the middle of the night is a problem because they got to get up in the morning? Like, you know, am I gonna be able? You know, it was like we talked about it before, like. When Andy brought up the whole like tripping, like you've been on the game all day long. Like I've never had one of those days. But if I spend an hour and it's a fucking issue, like that's when I'm like, when do I just be like, because I'm like, this shit keeps me home.
Like I'm a disgusting individual that, and I'm gonna go ahead and admit this. There was a one point early in my life where I really believed in the whole like, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. Type attitude.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow.
Like I rocked with that for a while.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
It
It
is.
sounds like basketball.
But-
like y'all niggas is nasty.
But I did for a while. You know, I rocked with that.
I lived in a frat house and I'm like, that's nasty. Like,
No.
It didn't last long.
Thank God.
Trust me, it didn't last long. It was like, oh, so you don't like women?
like, all right.
That's
Like, let me say it like
that's
this.
how long it lasted.
There came a point in my life where like I wouldn't care. Like I used to walk in loud.
Annie, can you do me a favor? Can you grab that bottle of Jameson over there?
But what?
The bottle of
I really can't hear you.
I couldn't hear me over the
All right,
headphones.
Toretto. It's like, no.
I keep forgetting
Bottle of
that
Jameson.
there's filming like Fast 10, like right in my neighborhood right now. It needs a B-roll.
Southern Highlands edition.
Damn, I made it. Shit.
Sorry.
Oh,
My bad.
you been squatting?
I just got the TikTok dance.
Oh, is that what it is?
And she's the one with the big booty now.
You walked away. I was impressed.
Yeah. She's also the
I
one.
know.
She's
There's
big booty.
something
She,
there.
remember, she the big booty now.
I'm the big booty now. Y'all thought I was playing.
I was like, the fuck?
Hey, what's up?
What happens to my friend? It's been 2 weeks, but shit.
I know. Just keep eating.
I don't have a problem, folks. It's my Saturday.
It's a gift.
No, it's my Saturday.
You are so handsome.
Yeah, but like, okay, like I used to go into places loud and not give a fuck.
I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, yeah. It's like you let go of certain shit, but like the shit that like inspires your imagination and shit like that, like I don't ever plan on letting that shit go. Why the fuck would I?
Like, I can't see myself not. Okay, all right. Well, I'm trying to think.
Bro, you have blonde dreads at your age. You don't have to play. Playing by the rules went out the window a long time ago.
I don't think there needs to be a cap on it.
Yeah, there's no like, because I make the joke about this.
If I felt my age, or if I felt,
or if you look your age,
old, or whatever it is, that too. This is where I need your help. There are times where I don't know how to act, other than just being myself. Sometimes, where it's just like I don't like. Do I act my age? Do I act the age around the people I'm with? Do I just be myself? Like what? Like because I'm there. I have freaked people the fuck out. You don't understand what I'm going through. I have freaked people out.
You're chronologically ambiguous.
Yeah.
They can't tell how old you are. That's really
what he just said. I've literally
like I understand
people out. I've seen grown men, women just get upset. I have
You're how old?
Are
you serious?
I have family.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I have family members. It's just like they just log out the Zoom meeting. Like, no, I'm not doing this with him here.
Did he get into the roaches again?
Jesus.
Okay,
I hope no.
That was fucking
I
hilarious,
understand that
by the
because,
way.
like I said, like I made a joke to somebody, and I was like, there was a point in time where like 21, early 20s, if like that hit on me, it was like, you still got it.
Right.
Now it's like, oh, I'm 21. Hold on, doing some math here. I was out there. Hold up, who sent you? It's like it's a different thing because it's like I'm aware of how old I am. You know what I mean? Like when a song came out from 2008 and this girl said, "Oh my God, this is an old song." What? It's like the fuck it is. I'm like what? Like excuse me?
Oh no.
It's like it's a classic.
That happened to me on Sunday.
I've been hit. You're not old until you feel like, yo, this is one of the classics. It's like it's a. All right, yeah, I guess it is.
And I've had the inverse though, where I've had women older than me, and I'm playing some stuff, and they're like, "But you know about this? I'm 38." I was like, and they're like, "Oh, like yeah." She's like, "I'm not that much older than you." No, you're not.
I'm gonna keep mine a mystery for as long as I can. I'm not gonna say it on here. People who know me know my age, and I already know where I'm celebrating my birthday at already because they're telling me you are celebrating your birthday here at such and such club. All right, for my next one.
All right.
Godfather status. I don't know what it is.
Players do what they want to. Suckers do what they can. That's just it. That's like.
No. And this is a line I've been wanting to say for a while. It's like, and I think I did say this on this podcast already. The Black Tom Brady.
I like it.
I think you did say that.
What's your favorite championship?
I feel like that's not the first time I've heard that.
Yeah.
Did I say this to you already?
I've heard you mention this before.
Did I say it on here?
I don't know. I can't recall.
I feel like that's not the first
Where
time
it's
I've heard
like
that, though.
the only reason I'm not in the Hall of Fame is because I'm still playing and winning.
Oh yeah, it's like, what's your favorite championship? The next one.
Yeah, the next one.
Yeah,
It's like
when I heard that, I was like, all right, he's our quarterback. Like for real. Like Tom Brady playing till he's 50.
I'm
Fuck it.
still
He's sniffing bread.
like
and
I
Subway
don't
commercials.
I'm still out here for whatever
Look at his
reason.
face.
I'm still out here for whatever reason playing. I don't have to keep doing it. I do it because I just like it, and I can still do it.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be a cap on
I
that.
don't see no rings on these fingers.
It's
like,
no, but I'm not saying I'm out here like trying to just be a player or whatever. But it's just
No, it's when you like. It feels like as a dude, you go into a phase where either you're
the
dad, father, husband route, or you're like the cool uncle who's single and kind of goes off and gets to do what he wants. He might have a motorcycle, or he got the fly crib. He's always dressed and fresh and shit.
He
like
got
that.
the wolf.
He's single, he got a cool dog. He do his own thing, and it's like, yo, when you're a kid, and it's like, yo, go kick it out with your Uncle Jada's. Mm-hmm. Shh, I'm going, yeah, hell yeah, like.
So
Let's do that.
I was asking, with all of that put together, that's what I was really asking with Annie's input on this one. Is like what really? That's what I was really saying. At what age are you supposed to just stop? Where it's just like, when are you going to stop listening to hip hop?
Never.
You can see yourself 90 years old.
Never.
Exactly. Like I can't see myself not.
That's the music of my generation.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
But we
fuck
grew.
that. I grow with the music.
Yeah.
Like, I try to grow with the music.
But have you ever listened to your parents and said, well, I'm old now. I
Yeah,
can't
my
be
parents
doing-"
stopped
My parents
listening
tried to
to
talk me
music
out of
at a
hip-hop.
certain point, right?
Yeah, they
but
tried to
I
like-
grew up on what they listened to, and I've listened up to this point, and will continue to listen. Just like my kids, I show them certain genres of music and move them forward as music grows as well. So I mean, I don't, even as like who I am, I don't see myself not
Like as long as they
listening
keep
to-
making these Marvel movies and
I love.
MCU,
Yeah,
this is
like-
my mother will adhere to this, and she knows this because it happened. She said it to me. I was 21, and she was, you just listen. You gotta stop. Grow up and stop it. And then she's like, with the hip hop, and I was like, why the fuck would I stop listening to that? Like, why the what the fuck is you talking about? Like,
that's
it
what I
don't make
mean
no sense.
because
It's just different. Our music that we grew up listening
You know?
to and that we're evolving with is different than what
And-
theirs was.
and
But
like-
no, but stop real quick. What his mother said, that mindset of like you're old now, you need to stop
getting
listening
older,
to
you're
that.
growing,
You're getting older. You're getting
And
why?
I'm like, I don't have to let that go. It
So
was
that's
just
what
like-
that's why I'm asking that.
My
Before,
mom said the same thing about a sweatsuit. She was like,
is that rhetoric or that mindset now
that's somebody else's projection. That's all it is.
Yeah.
ancient or
That's-
obsolete?
I mean, I think
It might be. I think it's a little outdated. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's like
I do
Outdated,
too.
yeah.
it's
too,
like
yeah.
if, I wore a sweatsuit and my mom was like, she goes, you're 38 and you're wearing a sweatsuit. A, it's comfortable. B, I look good. C,
who cares?
I'm at your house.
Yeah, like
I was like, I wear a suit to work. I wear dress clothes to work. Yeah. I wear work clothes when I'm physically doing physical labor. Yeah. I dress appropriate for what I'm doing.
But
I don't have to wear slacks and a button down at every given fucking moment because I'm 38. I wear that shit when I'm making money or I'm attempting to go make some money or I have to be somewhere and I want to look nicer. But it's appropriate for the circumstance. And that's the difference. Having shit like being into what you're into, there's no appropriate. My mom, like, that's the thing. Like, I joked about it that my mom will never get on me about the comic book shit because I got it from her. She gonna shut up. Like, she gonna be like, oh, really? You know what? Never mind. And that's the end of the
the reason I
conversation.
say that is because even now, and like I was looking. Excuse me. My apologies. Get it together, son. I was looking at some. I don't know why Transformers and shit from back in the day, the Generation 1 stuff. I was like, man, I really like. I think I want to get back all the stuff that I lost in that incident that should not be discussed.
incident.
Yeah. If you
And I was just like, why not get it all back? The original, the OG,
Sure.
not the remake, the actual ones from back in the day. And I was just like, yeah. So that's basically what I'm doing now. It's like I'm getting those back.
downtown.
Yeah, and I've already looked at a couple places. Like they're expensive. Like I've seen like up to 100, 125 bucks, especially for the ones that I wanted, and or wanted to get back. And I actually had to like call up. I end up in this is a sidebar. I actually end up in the text message conversation with my therapist real quick over that because I didn't realize how much that messed me up as far as like trust issues.
Yeah.
Like to minimize it real quick, like that messed me up to the point where it literally went from. I remember the point where it's like, you know what, I don't even want to celebrate Christmas. In the year I said that, I don't want to celebrate Christmas. The following spring was the year I got. It was when the cops came and got me in geometry class.
Like your Christmas spirit died, and then you just went downhill.
How old were you
Literally. What point?
when it happened? When the incident happened?
The incident happened in 5th grade.
So you're like 10, 11.
Yeah.
That's a huge emotional age and development.
And
age.
that where I was just like, oh, okay.
Well, they say what happens to you between 11 to 13. Like, honestly, it's like really 10 to
Because
12.
each
It's like-
year, my excitement
it goes to your development.
went down and down and down.
Because when I talked about what happened with my brother, I was 11.
And then,
That's your emotional growth is impacted. Like, everything is, you're because yours, as like a young person, you're starting to develop more of an understanding of the outside world and how things work. But you're also experiencing things and getting to that point where you're starting to build up, getting to some experience. And like, you're gaining some independence. You get to go do things more independently and freely. And it's like you're getting your first taste of freedom and stepping out. So there's a lot of exposure and a lot of like comprehension that goes into that whole age frame.
right. It's just weird that I'm lucky enough to have gone. And I'm not trying to make this all about me this episode, but it's just weird. That to go through everything I go through and still be lucky enough to like not age, just keep living a certain way.
Black don't crack, baby.
What's that?
Black don't crack, baby.
And to recognize it.
Yeah.
And to analyze it.
Like
because like I said, it was such a real quick text conversation where I texted her and she was like, yeah, you figured it out. That's why this is why I stopped seeing you.
Okay.
So you just need a little reminder? Is that what you're...
But like, see, I look at it like
because I haven't gone to therapy in months.
But I'm way more analytical. Like I'll read when somebody sends me a message, like I'll read the message in their voice. That's why I stopped seeing you. Okay, you made the decision. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
no.
like,
That was her way of saying like you figured it out. That was her way of saying like you're independent. You don't need like you figured it all out. You don't need me to tell you like this is what it does. Yeah, exactly. You figured it out. Like this is why I quote unquote broke ties. You don't need me to hold your hand through anything else. It's like this is a congratulations thing. A lot of people don't never ever get to this point. So she was just like, you know how to
compartmentalize.
Thank you. Another word I'm gonna look.
Did you say I'm a nigga?
Look. No, look. I said I'm a need when when he bounces.
Okay, no, I thought you said I'm a nigga.
No,
like okay, like
I might have said it. Might came out like that.
Yeah.
But when he leaves, I'm going to need.
I mean, I'm not that great with words, but
you know that one.
We'll try.
You know how to say that
one. Because he's helped you with it before.
Yeah.
Compartmentalize.
The fact that I can do that, look at it, examine it, and say, "Oh, a lot of people can't do that." Is what I'm saying.
It's work you got to put into. There's a lot of work that goes into being able to really be cognizant and aware of what you're dealing with, how you feel about it, and how you're going to move forward.
Excuse me.
Like it's tricky as shit.
I'm just now getting this all together like 4 years ago.
Bro, it took
me a while.
Mine was less than that.
It's taking me weeks to start to feel like more back to normal.
Right.
For agreeing to this shit. Like the anxiety pits and everything like that, that shit's kind of going away. Now it's more like, there's an anti-feeling because I'm still waiting on information, but my cousin said something to me this morning and hit the nail on the fucking head. You're not preparing for a trip. You're preparing for a fucking move.
Yeah.
The shit's gonna feel different. And it was like,
I don't know. It's just weird.
It's like you can feel when like it's a shift. When you feel a shift, like it's like you usually when a shift happens, you're unaware of it or you're kind of like, huh. It's like I said, I felt like Kang. I knew everything that was about to happen until this point right here. Like and like that look of confusion, fear, fucking, excitement.
I fucking hit my lip.
Yeah, no, I saw that still fly it up. But yeah, it's like that combination of everything. It's like I'm a little bit scared, somewhat confused, but I'm kind of excited to see what's about to happen next because something changed. It's like I joked and said what you said about 2020. I was like, because I made an announcement and said I'm leaving. Waiting to see who comes out the woodwork and be like, oh, like, yeah, I tried to reach out to you and I was blocked. Yeah, I blocked you. Yeah, it's like, why? Because you was posting some shit. Like, that's really what it is, bro. Like, I don't have a problem with people taking sides. I question the reasons of why you take sides. I do not know who that is. She's the side commentator. I will have an answer for you by next week.
Samantha Irvin is what her name is.
There you have it.
I'm gonna do my Googles.
Do my Googles. Oh, country ass.
It comes and goes.
Mud duck.
I know.
Yeah, so nah, man, I'm glad you're like making the shift. Like you're kind of being cognizant of it, and it's not so much like attack. Like I feel like it's something that's falling down on you. You're kind of just like things are changing, and let's see where they go.
Well, it's just weird to be able to add it up, and to be able to minimize it like that, like to actual minimize your life like that, and see, all right, so because this happened at this age, this happened so many years later, and that blah 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 blah, and then boom, now that happened because of, now we got here to today, and you're saying like, fuck, I gotta get my shit together.
Kind of always felt like that. Because even when I had my shit together, I wasn't happy. So I was like, you got to get your shit together.
Like when I say I'm just, when I say I'm just now getting my shit together, it felt like 2019, 2018 was when I really started doing it.
Yeah.
Where I was like really started getting my shit together.
We didn't really have a choice.
And started making, no, but this is pre-pandemic is what I'm saying. And then all of a sudden we got hit with it, and I was just like, okay, but I'm still hitting the ground running. And then that's why I said I was able to move into here, so on and so forth, and keep going up, and up, because ain't no bound. You know, I don't know. I don't know why I wanted to see that all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, y'all should come to the Motown show before I leave it, before I head out.
I'll stink it up.
Yeah. You'll have a good time, bro. Like, it's a fun show. You'll love the music, the energy. Sundays are great because, like, I feel like
I've just had bad energy in that building. That's why I don't go.
I understand that completely because that building feels like it's full of bad energy. Like, I'm not a fan of the property, but it is what it is. We make the best.
We're talking about the one.
Yeah,
that one. So, yeah, I've had that street alone.
Yeah, I understand completely.
In my life, there's some bad energy on that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I get it.
So that's why
right back there.
the juju in that area.
So that's why it's
it
like,
can be good or it can be not good. Like and it has nothing to do with you.
You could be the president of whatever, doing whatever on that street, and I'm gonna look at you like, huh?
You know that Phil Collins song "In the Air Tonight"? That's that street, because it's not up to you. It's what the night decides is gonna happen. It's like
Wow.
Like in that area. Yeah,
The White Castle says enough.
The White Castle is the beginning of it. It's like, but yeah, it's just, you know.
But I digress.
That's really become my favorite hashtag that I've been using. I noticed you catch certain ones and be like, okay, I saw that. Like,
That's my way of saying, like, I'm gonna put it out there, but then I'm gonna shut the fuck up. So what you take from it after that is up to you.
absolutely. Yeah.
Moving on. That's really what I did want your opinion on this. That is why I wanted to have you here. I know it sounds like you didn't get to say much, but I did want to have your opinion on this.
And I just felt bad.
I mean, I got a few words in.
Well, you ended up agreeing,
I'm
though,
just
so
kidding.
that's why
I know, and that's, I kind of feel sometimes I'm at I don't know if you're like looking for an opposite reaction sometimes. Like I just try to answer how I personally feel. I guess
it shows that all women don't think alike.
Yeah, we really don't.
We knew that was true, but here's case in point.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm different. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can try to be that whole devil's advocate and put a cap on it, but then I'd be putting a cap on myself, and I don't want to do that.
The champs landed on their feet.
Yo, well, I want to fight that dude right now.
The dudes that did the flips. Because they did it with swag. They landed on everybody. They flipped dive, landed on everybody.
I heard exactly what you said. I'm gonna talk on that in a minute. Light skinned dude with the hair, with the white sweatshirt.
He goes by the name of Wesley. His Indy's name was Desmond Xavier. Really talented high flyer.
Low-key want to fight him. Just off of that right there.
Good God. Look at her looking down at her like that. That's terrifying.
She's the dominant woman.
That's a big bitch.
Yeah. It's a strong woman.
Oh, Lord.
Once again.
I can see her looking down at me.
Like,
I'd be offended at her looking down at me like that.
All I'm saying is, you can do some things.
Let's make it Titan. Let's make the next LeBron James.
You ain't got to be so gentle. That's all I'm saying. I'll cuddle afterwards.
Wait. Hold on. That one. That's my one.
Ooh.
It's Mandy Sachs.
Nah, I can't. Her lipstick goes.
It's because of the camera angle.
Yeah,
but she does have a little bit of an overline. Like, it's a little much.
Yes, yeah.
You don't like the name of that faction? They're called Toxic Attraction. Here they are. I didn't think they came up with it.
Oh hell yeah!
The chick with the orange hair gets my. I don't know. Like I've had a few goth chicks in my life. Like I draw the theater chicks. Like that's just.
Yeah, everything about
Okay.
that. No, seriously, everything. The boots. No, come on. Everything about
The wet
that.
hair?
Yeah,
The wet hair?
Yeah.
Like,
She looks like a go-go dancer.
fuck out my house.
Yeah.
Like, but stay a while.
Yeah.
Like, I will tell you some conflicting shit when I'm a go. Like, I don't know what to do.
Oh, that's what we'll look like at Planet Hollywood for Halloween.
Fam. All right, we're gonna continue.
I'm just kidding.
'Cause-
Really bang.
No, sorry, we're gonna continue.
Anyways.
My bad.
So, yeah,
As I was
you made your
saying.
point. Yes.
Yeah, I don't feel that I should put a cap on it because then I have to cap myself.
I've seen her get semi-emotional over her daughter trying to give away like Avengers.
Spider-Man and a Hulk.
Yeah, so she's invested, so she's the wrong person to ask. Or the wrong person.
Sorry.
Not the wrong person to ask. The wrong person to expect to have the negative reaction of like,
By the way,
you're a
that sauce
grown
is
man. Yeah,
fire.
because I've heard that and I've heard girls say that shit. You're a grown man. You still wear sneakers, bitch. If you don't shut the fuck up,
Like, I can't-
and which I hate dating a girl, and that's my response. Cause
Like when do I stop wearing Timbs? When do I stop wearing Jordans?
Never.
When do I stop wearing Air Force Ones?
Never, unless they're dirty.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
you
then let's talk about
don't
that.
like.
Then they're the shoes you work on the
But
car
it's
with.
different
Or
though.
you
It's
cut the
different
grass.
than. Like I said, we're a different generation.
Because no, I've had girls, but the thing is, I get what you're saying, but I've had girls like coming up in my 20s. I've had girls my age, and all you do, you work in a nightclub. Like, when are you going to grow up and get a real job and shit like that? And it's like,
Well, see, I've heard that too.
Yeah,
Like, especially
and-
being a go-go dancer. You know, I'm a mom with 2 children, and you know, I don't
You're
care
someone's mother,
who knows
okay?
my age. I'll be 34 in December because. Anyways, so but what I'm saying is I've had that come to me
yeah,
several times because I've
you got another one in you, you all right? Like,
let them know who they fucking
I'm
with, man.
just saying.
I felt that.
As you should. You should feel that. I put that out there for them to feel that as well. Like, you know, this is the best that I've looked in my life. So, but moving on from that, I grew up in bars and restaurants my entire life. My family owned them. Even when as young as I think we got our first restaurant when I was like 4 or 5 years old. So like, that's all I've ever known is to be behind a bar, be in the restaurant industry, be in that some sort of hospitality, something I continued it all throughout, you know, getting my first jobs, my college jobs, moving to Vegas, embracing the industry here. And I've literally made a living. It doesn't necessarily, just because it's not quote unquote a large security or like a guarantee, doesn't mean that you can't make a living and that it's not, because everybody can't do what we do. And we know that because we've seen the people who have come through this town who've tried to do it.
Right.
So it's kind of like they don't understand that, but we put ourselves on our own level that this is what this entire city is here for. Like, they come here to make this money, work in this industry, and make a quote unquote career. Career doesn't have to be a permanent thing. You can have different careers throughout your entire, you know, work life. So
truth of the
this
matter
is just one of them.
And like,
I hear that shit all the time.
Being in the city that we live in, with things not only being in excess, but being in
I just want to say real quick, I will watch that
I didn't even see it.
because
I was looking at y'all and talking.
It's tonight, but I will watch that because it's an original show. I will go back to something else.
Yeah.
Continue,
but
because I'm about to eat this motherfucking show up.
So I was going to say, as far as being in the city that we live in, Juvenile is more so your whatchamacallit. Juvenile more so is your behavior. Like, if you're going out partying every single night, that's more juvenile in our case that you have to worry about than somebody having some fucking.
But
dope
we
displays
also
and
live
all
in a
that shit.
city that we've been around it long enough to where we're still in the city to where we can be at an older age. We don't necessarily have to be 21, but if we want to be, you know, in, I don't know, 44, 45, 46, you know, up in this and still want to go out for a night, that's what this city is. That's what we're here for. And we still know the people that are there.
To me, it's juvenile if you only drink in clubs. You ain't found a local bar? Like, really?
Jesus Christ.
Really? Like, yeah, like, it's juvenile as fuck.
Well,
Like,
we
you
drink at
only
home,
drink it,
so
like,
we don't count.
No, but I'm saying, like, there's people that only go, like, out to, like, lounges and shit, and they get their free drinks or whatever, but it's like...
Real quick.
Well, that was when we were younger. We all did that.
No, real quick. Let me go ahead and
you
say
do
this.
it for a period of time, and then you stop.
I will never be as long as I live in Vegas, I will never play a slot machine inside of a grocery store, inside of a gas station.
Those are for making change. That's what those are. You
I'm not. I'm not I know this sounds so weird, but I'm not the bar guy. I just can't see myself sitting at a
I
bar.
get bored. Unless there's a game on.
Or you're going to meet
Or
like
an,
you're going to
like an event, a birthday party.
You were married to someone who frequented the bar side, like just at the bar.
Well, we all did.
But I keep forgetting you were married. You were working at that. But I don't mean like that. Like
you swing like a PTs or something like
that's
that.
what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. We would do Steiners, and then
you do
we
something
moved
like that.
to,
You go grab a bite,
like live there.
No.
There was
once in a blue moon.
If he was in there, I was in there with him. He was there by himself, even with Tommy Rockers and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I lived at
unless you actually have the money to blow to gamble and like because you're one of those people who can gamble.
I've never gambled there.
Or I'm not knocking these places, but like Paradise Cantina.
Yeah,
that stuff like that. Where it's just like
I just had a beer there. I was like a beer shot the other night.
No, it's like I feel bad when I'm doing marathons in the fucking Rhino.
Yeah, I don't know. Marathons are dead. Like that shit is dead.
But to do that, but to actually be like you're doing that and I know this sounds so.
I can't do more than 3 drinks.
I know it sounds so judgmental.
A shot or 2 shots in a beer, I'm good.
But no, I'm sorry. I know this sounds so judgmental, but and I know it's not saying like one's better than the other. But this is what I'm doing is just like comparing like strip club to
the gaming bars,
PTs or gaming bars.
It makes more sense to me in a strip club.
Yeah. So even though either way you're both losing money,
titties.
Yeah. And history.
He said it. Yeah, yes.
And I was gonna say history. Yo, this is so ridiculous. She just can't be. I was about to say something so toxic. How you just gonna be standing there looking that good?
Bro, yeah. You okay?
Yeah.
I heard that. I think they did too.
Playing with my emotions, man. What's her name again?
The one on the
one
ground?
by the road.
The one that's not wrestling.
Mandy Rose.
The one that's not wrestling.
Yeah, Mandy Rose.
The one with the lips.
Yeah. She used to be blonde. She changed it up.
Damn.
She stayed brunette. She wiped that from around that lips.
This one with the orange hair.
Orange hair too.
Yeah. Cause like that's Yeeks. That's like Yeeks. Like
I'm sorry, folks. You guys aren't even watching wrestling with us. This is why we should not have the TV on while we're recording.
Whatever. We do what we want. Stop apologizing.
And yo, that's life right there, man.
The one the Japanese chick in the purple, when she wears regular clothes, it's like, hey.
I can see it. Anyway,
okay.
So we've all agreed that do what you gotta do. Fuck everybody else.
So you don't want to do it anymore.
If you aren't mature, stay immature or whatever.
Be a grown ass kid.
Yeah, be a grown ass kid. I really should close that window, but fuck it.
That breeze feels
nice.
lovely.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, but it feels nice.
Nice
we got 2 seasons in Vegas.
Y'all
Hot,
noticed
not so hot.
Yeah,
we have
y'all
entered
noticed
not so hot.
It's hot.
Yeah, like
it was only the high today was only 88.
And I just
that's Io Shirai.
Oh, you missed it. Anyway, you don't celebrate that. Bukake. No, let me stop.
Anyways, okay. I don't watch any of that anime shit, so I don't know I don't know what that is. Okay.
Because if you keep going, I'm gonna have to explain
stop,
it. Yeah, we're not doing that. Like, we're not doing that.
Let it go.
Oh, see, Jada, you were talking about like shifts and like stuff happening, brother. You do that to me often when you'll say some shit, and I'm just like, I heard it. She didn't really hear it, so it's better that I.
She heard it. She didn't.
She heard it. Yeah, and I was just like, I have to sit here and just.
You don't need to know.
Let it
That's
die.
what-
Well, like how you pass it off to me to let it die. Like you, Keith, you put it down. Like go to sleep. Like,
But I digress.
It's because you say that. Okay, anyways, moving on.
oh my god.